Now, this is an interesting one as well. It's something that I kind of wonder if we can have more influence in the sector, right? Part of the challenge that we're facing is there's regulations in different sectors, right? So I spoke at the USMA conference last summer, and they're in the energy business, right? So they have some new regulations around cybersecurity and vendors and third parties. So it sounds a lot like what I've seen in financial services. And then you move into healthcare, and they have different regulations that are put out by, by Medicare, Medicaid, et cetera. So we're all trying to accomplish the same kinds of things. And I find that because the financial services sector was really all over this some time ago, if you're going to read some guidance and really get something out of it, the one that I recommend is reading the OCC's guidance 2013-29. So 2013 is the year it was published, and 29 is just the guidance number. So it's OCC 2013-29, and it just gives you, it's a really good guideline. I don't care what sector you're in because it's super well written. And thank you, hats off to John Eckert, right? So he led that. So back to this basically. So we had a question from a student, and it says, is the TPRM community partnering with in any way with authors of compliance standards to help evolve the controls to better align the third parties' best practices? So meeting with groups that create ISOs, I say the 27000 series or PCI or, PCI DSS. So what are your thoughts on this? Because I kind of wonder, how can we have more influence to get better sort of harmonized practices across industries? What are you thinking about that?
I think that there's definitely not enough of this involvement right now. And, maybe the way to get that started is to, get chief risk officers, across really it's going to be globe, to start leading, the march to put things before these audiences so that we can have a voice. We get to, in the financial sector, have regulators attend our conferences and, get little voices in that way. But generally, we're not able to give a whole lot of input. I'm not sure how you would go about that, but I do think it's something that is largely overlooked.
Well, I'll be honest with you. I mean, I have been invited from time to time to participate in some of these global organizations in the development of standards. And so the challenge that I have is that these can be extremely time consuming. And because they are, I mean, think how long it took for the new NIST to be developed and come out, right? This is years in the making. And my problem with getting involved with large organizations is when there's a lot of bureaucracy, I have a very low tolerance level for kind of what's happening.